Hi everybody for Catch a Rainbow at Home. This is Dr. Matt and I am at my home in Rainbow City, Alabama. That's the actual name of the town where I live. And we're going to do a science project that's a rainbow in a glass. So what you need for this, and I think there's the instructions in your packet, you need Skittles. We have 2 red, 4 orange, 6 yellow, 8 green, and 10, it says purple, but I had some of the dark side Skittles, and there's blue, and I like blue, so I'm going to use that. And we're going to use these, and then when we're done, we're going to have a glass that's got, looks like it has a rainbow in it. So you count out your Skittles and put them in, each one in a separate glass, and then you take hot water, 2 tablespoons, which this little cup measures 2 tablespoons. If you're little or if you're clumsy, you might want to have somebody help you with that because this water is really hot. And you can see that it's already starting to dissolve the Skittles there, but it's going to take some time. Okay, and so that kind of sets up our experiment here where we'll let the Skittles soak in the hot water and dissolve and let the hot water cool down some. You can see that they're already starting to dissolve and the water's already turning color. But we're going to pause the video here and let it wait for probably about 15 or 20 minutes so you can go and play somewhere or do something else or have a snack or whatever. I'm going to take my dog for a walk and then we'll come back and finish this. Okay, so we're back and the Skittles have pretty much dissolved into the water. And so that you can see the Skittles are basically gone. Some of them in the blue and the green, there's still a little bit left, but they're a lot smaller and all the color has come out into the water. And the water smells like Skittles, which is kind of awesome. So now we're going to do, and the water has cooled down to where it's just kind of room temperature, which in Alabama is still hot because my air conditioning is not working right. Now we're going to make the rainbow in this glass here. So we'll start with the blue or the purple, whichever one you put the most Skittles in, and you take some of that water and kind of just slowly, if you've got like a dropper or a pipette or a syringe, kind of slowly drop the water into the bigger glass. So now we've got a layer that's blue or purple if you had the purple Skittles. You're going to just rinse that out. And start with the next one where you put the 8 Skittles, which is going to be the green, and then we'll slowly put that in. And now that we're trying to put different colors in, it's important to go slow. Just push it again. And you can see we're starting to get some layers there where the blue and then there's the green on top of it. Go again with the yellow. Alright, so we've got the blue and the green, and then there's kind of a yellow layer on top of that, but it kind of blurs into the green a little bit. And then we'll take the orange and see if we can't get an orange layer on top. Again, going really slow is the important part, because if you go fast, then it just drops down and mixes in. All right, and then we'll see what we can do with the red here. Now, if you remember, the red only had 2 Skittles in it, so it's a little bit lighter in color because there's not as much color in it. Alright, and I'm going to move the camera in way up close to it so that you can kind of see it a little bit more. Yeah, if you look, you can kind of see where it starts out blue and then goes into the green and the yellow and orange and the pink. All the colors kind of mix a little bit, but they kind of stay in layers, and they have the rainbow in the glass. Do y'all know why that happens? If you see, the color on the bottom is the one where we have the most Skittles, and the color on top is where we have the least Skittles. And that's because as these dissolve into the water, there's more of the sugar and more of the other stuff. There's more other stuff in there. So you have greater what they call density, which means that the water is heavier, it weighs more. And this one doesn't have as much stuff in it, so it weighs less. And so that's why the heavier ones stay at the bottom, like the blue and then the green. And the lighter ones, like the pink and the orange, come to the top. And if you let it sit long enough, or if you stirred it up, it would dissolve and just turn into kind of brown, almost like it is in the middle there. But if we had done it where we put 10 Skittles in the red and 2 in the blue, and just switched everything around, then put it in there, we would have had the red on the bottom, and then on that. It's just whichever one has the most in it has the most other stuff in the water, which leads to the highest density. And so that's why we have our rainbow in glass. And it tastes kind of like Kool-Aid, and actually still stayed kind of in layers there. So that's the rainbow in a glass video, and you can, if your parents will let you, you can drink your rainbow in a glass. All right, bye.